In the back of my mind, I've had the itch for a post about the role of public criticism in the performing arts for a little while now, but I haven't quite been able to find the hook with which to scratch it. And I thought, wait a minute, you've written on this topic before. Go reread the post and maybe that will be the catalyst you need. So I did. It turns out that old post was indeed the catalyst I needed, but not for the reason I expected. Much to my surprise, my opinion hasn't much changed since March 11th, 2009. Here's the heart of the lengthy post, and I quote, "People very rarely respond positively to negative criticism or learn from it, especially when it's made publicly, even if it is constructive. So there seems little point in offering it. Good criticism takes a lot of time and effort, and if it simply disappears into the vacuum of wounded pride, it seems to me that the time could be better spent doing other things, like making good, insert performing art of your choice here. In other words, lead by example." And that pretty much sums up my view. Now, I should say every man has his price, and I'm certainly willing to write public criticism for the right price, and I have, but it's not something I'm willing to do as a labor of love. In contrast, I'm quite happy to sing the praises of a work, event, or organization I respect or admire because that's easy, fun, and always appreciated. To which it might be said, and has been said, public criticism isn't for the practitioner, but for the audience. To which I reply, I'm not convinced audiences want the kind of information critics are expected, by whom, to offer. And I don't think audiences judge a work in the fashion critics are expected to judge a work. And I think those expectations come from practitioners rather than audiences. People go to arts events and enjoy those events for reasons that rarely have anything to do with the number of angels on the end of the critic's pen. And I don't think there's anything a critic can do to change this. What I described in the text I quoted above, applies to audiences as well as to practitioners. When a person publicly criticizes an arts event that someone loves or a friend loves, it will fall on deaf and wounded ears. Furthermore, because there's an audience, however big or small, for every instance of art, it seems to me the media shouldn't commission a person to tell me why he or she likes an event, but should instead commission a person to identify who will most likely enjoy the event. There's a role for public criticism, traditionally conceived, and those with a desire and patience to provide it should do so, but I also think the market for it is pretty small. In contrast, I think what audiences want and need is someone who vets whether or not an event, show, etc. is what the publicist claims it to be. In other words, I think audiences want and need arts journalism rather than arts criticism. And of course, I could be wrong. So I'd love to hear what you, as a member of the audience, want from the media when it comes to their coverage of the arts. Moreover, I'm not really sure anyone has ever bothered to ask this question before. So with or without bothering to read the lengthy post and the, if I do say so myself, the excellent discussion in the comments section, please answer me this when you have a moment. What is the appropriate role of public criticism in the arts, either professionally or personally? What do you want from the formal or informal media when one of its representatives writes about the arts? Any and all thoughts? Always appreciated.